Hello everyone, this is Amnesia again. I'm making this video so that it's the same PvP build that I'm trying to go this game as in the last one that I kind of walked through. And this one I'm just going to show what happens against early gateway pressure if you're not going Stargate versus Stargate. I guess this is more of a Robo play, but we'll see how it all pans out, how I'm able to scout that, and what I do in response. So here we go, 9 supply. I'm going to go up and build the pylon, build it up here. I'm not real sure. I don't play this map often because a lot of people veto it. I don't veto any maps because I like to play in little miniature tournaments and everything like that. And in those, you know, most of the time you can't veto a map. And so I might end up playing a map that I've never practiced before, and it's no good. So, here we go, chrono out. Just gotta wait till 13 supply, and then I'm gonna build that gateway, send out my scout. And with this build, I've actually, since I started, I used to do 11 scout, but I've started doing this 13 scout, and I haven't gone up against like a proxy 2 gate since then. So I'm not sure how much harder it is to hold, but it's pretty rare now, so I'm not. It doesn't really concern me too bad. I assume that the first time I go against it, I'll lose, and then I'll be able to figure out how to beat it. And both my gas down at 15 here. I've got my scouting probe almost the whole way over there, hotkeying up my buildings. I actually set up a different hotkey profile, so you'll see that I use numbers like 6, 7, 8, and 0 a lot. Those are actually bound to my T, G, V, and X keys. So I see he's got double gas really soon, so I don't have to worry about gateways. There's gonna be some sort of tech play. So he's got the cyber core down, and I'm just gonna just setting up a random path just to keep the probe moving, because you don't want him to come out there and surround it with probes and lose it to that. So I see he has his pylon set up in the top left there. That's going to be his, I'm assuming, where he's going to be hiding his tech. So I keep my probe patrolling through there, because a lot of times people aren't going to want to put down their tech structure until your scouting probe's gone, obviously, because they don't want you to respond to their plan so early. So I'm just patrolling back and forth there, trying to prevent him putting down his tech as soon as he'd like. Another big thing to scout for when you're in PvP is that third pylon. A 4-gate needs to put the third pylon as a proxy. So if he puts a third pylon down in his base, then you don't have to worry about 4-gate. At least the proper 4-gate. Anything, I mean, if they wait till after that, you should have plenty of things up in time to deal with the 4-gate. There we go, there's a pylon in the back there for me to place my hidden tech. There we go, I'm able to scare off the probe. The stalker comes out just in time. Get a quick little shot off on my probe there. And then I want to scout inside my base for any pylons he might have thrown down. Moving the mothership core to the front to, in case he tries to send that probe back up. Got my Stargate down. I didn't play this game perfectly by any means, but I ended up winning, so this is not terrible. I was macroing at about a low diamond level. So we go. I like to put the stalkers at hold position at the top of the ramp, so he doesn't get to run up inside or kite my units down. And by having them at the top of the ramp, then they also have to bring stalkers a lot closer unless they bring their mothership core with them. And I assumed his probe was trying to throw down a proxy pylon, but then once I saw him chase my probe, I started to think it's probably more of a scout. He was just scouting to see if I had expanded yet. You know, I'm trying to plant, you'll see, I plant this pylon here, because on this map, that is the high ground, so you can actually warp into his natural with that there, and he won't be able to scout it unless he brings his mothership core down there, or walks the whole way around. You got my first Phoenix on the way. And since I haven't been able to scout him, I don't know what's coming. I put down 2 more gateways. I given myself a 4-gate with Stargate. If he had expanded instead of putting pressure on, I'd be a little bit behind, but I can always just throw it on an Nexus Chrono Boost probes, and I'll be in a pretty comfortable position. And this is just the safer of the two options. If I would have scouted, if I go over there, scout that he's trying to go economy or he's going Stargate, then I can expand pretty safely. Got my second Phoenix out. That's when I want to start poking. And with these two Phoenix also, you can scout a lot of information. So I'm sending my probe up there. I see there's no expansion, so I don't really have to. So I'm really glad I put up those two gates at this point. I see he has a Robo, so it's going to be most likely he's doing it offensively because he hasn't tried to expand yet. I see he's moving out now, so I'm going to send some Zealots up into his main as a counterattack because I really need him to pull back his army. So I'm trying to fly over. I'm hoping that I can find his mothership core dragging behind, but no such luck so far. I definitely don't want to lose these Phoenix. The Phoenix are what hard counter the Immortals because you can use those to lift up the Immortals right out of the fight, and suddenly it's as if he didn't even have a Robo. So pull him back, immediately activate the Planetary Fortress, and I lose my mothership core, which I didn't really have to do. Sending him over to lift up the Immortals, but I really want to engage within this this Photon Overcharge. So I'm moving out because now that my two gates are empowered, I really need to make something happen. And I get my Void Ray out, activate the Prismatic Alignment, and I should be able to hold this just fine here. Lift up another. I lift up the Immortal with the more shields so that my Zealots can take care of the other Immortal. I've got plenty of units left over now. And meanwhile, I'll check the minimap, and it looks like my Zealots have killed all of his workers, so he leaves. Alright, thank you for joining me again. Hope that helped, and I'll see you guys next time.